Chapter 7 17 Days Until Christmas. Joe was in a good mood as he headed down the hall of Pine River Middle School. The night before, Leon had allowed Joe to use his laptop for 3 hours. Joe had logged in immediately and spent the night playing online chess with Ariana, his closest friend from chess club back home in Virginia. They had met a little too. But when she kept asking about his new friends and if he had joined the chess club in Pine River, which she mistakenly called his new home, Joe had put all his energy into the game. A group of jock guys ran past, one bumping hard enough against Joe to cause him to stumble back. The guy's friend high-fived him, just in case Joe thought that it had been an accident. Joe squared his shoulders and pulled his thoughts from the fun of the night before. Instead, he focused on getting down the hall without suffering any more bodily harm. Once he reached his locker, he pulled out his books for his morning class, then checked the cell phone that he kept in the pocket of his backpack, the one that was only used in emergencies. He expected to see the usual picture of him and his mom at Virginia Beach that was his screensaver, but when the phone lit up, it showed that he had a message waiting. A cold sweat broke out on Joe's forehead as he stared at the screen. It was possible that this was nothing, a telemarketer or wrong number. But there was a chance that this was the call Joe had been dreading, confirming the fear that had hung over him like a thick fog every day since his mother had left. This was how it was when the one parent you had was a United States Marine, putting her life in danger every day to serve the country she loved. Joe's hands were shaky as he dialed his voicemail. "Hi, love, it's me." Joe let out a long sigh of relief at his mom's cheerful voice. "And I have the most wonderful news. You know how disappointed I was that we didn't have the money for me to come home for Christmas? I hated the thought of being apart on our favorite holiday, but the most amazing thing has happened. A miracle, really. I'm coming home for Christmas. An anonymous donor, something about an angel, called up the Marine Travel Office and made arrangements for me to fly straight to Pittsburgh. There's a rental car waiting in my name, and apparently the drive to Pine River is a quick 90 minutes north. So I'll be there before the clock strikes midnight on Christmas Eve." Her voice was choked up as she spoke the last words. "I'll be with you, my darling boy. We'll be together for Christmas." The message clicked off, and Joe blinked back tears. "The angel tree," Joe whispered, when he had tied his wish to celebrate Christmas with his mom to the tree a few days ago, he hadn't even allowed himself to hope that it might come true. But incredibly enough, it had. He would be together with his mother at Christmas, the one thing he wanted more than anything. His mother was right. It was a miracle, and the best Christmas present ever. "Hey, Joe," Cammy said, closing her locker and smiling at him. Joe looked at her and beamed, joy from the message shining across his face. Cammy stepped back, looking shocked. "That's the first time you've ever smiled at me," she said. Joe realized it might be the first time he had smiled since he arrived in Pine River, and the first time he was thankful to be here, in a place where wishes really did come true.